Hello, Facebook Live. Got Steven Satterfield, chef at one of my favorite restaurants, Miller Union in Atlanta, who's here to talk about olive oil and snap peas and a few other delicious things. Chef Steven Satterfield is the ultimate seasonal cook. Published a great cookbook last year called Root to Leaf. And Steven's going to be making a sauteed pea dish from the May issue of Cooking Light today. Thanks for coming in today.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. As a lot of people know, I'm crazy about vegetables. And we're going to do a sugar snap side dish today from Cooking Light. I chose this recipe because it's very much in tune with the way I like to cook. Really simple, fresh ingredients, not too much going on, so you can really taste the flavor of the pea. And we're going to work with olive oil today. One of my favorite fats I use quite a bit. I know I'm a Southern cook, but not everything's butter and lard. I love olive oil. I use it in a lot of dishes. We use the California Olive Ranch everyday stuff at the restaurant for a lot of applications. So we use it for salad dressings, for rubs. We do coffee rabbit and potatoes in the olive oil. We also use it to saute with. And I think it's extremely versatile. It's got a great, clean, simple flavor. But for these sugar snaps, I was going to do the Lucchini, which is a sister company in Italy, and it's got more of the classic Tuscan varietals. It's a little more robust and savory, and it's got a super nice peppery finish. This recipe has chili flakes in it, so I thought the pepper on the olive oil would be a nice line up with those really well. And it also a good contrast to the sweetness of the pea.
All right, so you've got two different olive oils here, and in terms of what you would use every day in the restaurant and what you use every day at home, you know, not all olive oils are created equal. Talk us through the basics in terms of extra virgin versus just regular olive oil, and why you use what you use and why you recommend it.
Well, these are both extra virgin olive oils from two different regions, two different types of olives. And olive oil, extra virgin, is the first cold pressing. It's really pure. It really shows the flavor characteristics of each varietal. So these oils are very different in terms of the way they taste, but they can be used interchangeably. I think I'm a big fan of just only using extra virgin olive oil. I don't see a point in buying, you know, the less pure stuff because it doesn't have as much flavor. It also doesn't have as many health benefits. So there's a lot of antioxidants in the first pressings of the olives, and just so much flavor that you really don't want to miss out on that. I mean, the extra virgin is really the best olive oil to cook with. So
we want to hear from you guys as Chef Steven Satterfield is getting ready to make a sauteed snap pea dish. What kind of olive oil are you using? Do you have questions about how to store it? How to tell if it's gone bad? We want to hear from you, and we'll answer your questions as we're cooking live.
So I'm just checking these snap peas for strings, which these don't really have many. Occasionally you'll get one, you just want to kind of pull it along the length of the pea if you find one, and I'm not finding any, so this is a good sign. That means they're nice and tender.
And so there's a fun fact that I learned from your book about snap peas. They weren't around until, what, mid-70s?
Yeah, so this is a hybrid of an English pea and a snow pea. The snow pea is the really flat pea that has a edible pod, and it's really sweet, but it has very tiny little peas inside. And the English pea is about the size or bigger with an inedible pod. It's very tough, and then it has the sweet garden peas in the center. So this is a hybrid of the two, where you can eat the entire pod, and it has little peas inside that are nice and sweet. So it's a really great invention from our farmers that it's a super healthy snack. You can eat them raw, or you can just cook them very, very lightly.
So when you're at the market on a Saturday morning, I know you probably go early because you want to get the best stuff.
Or I pre-order it.
Or you pre-order it and then bring it to your back door because they all love you. But
yeah.
What are you looking for? Tell our audience what to look for when they're at the supermarket or at the farmer's market when they're shopping for them.
Sure. Well, I think it's important to buy what's in season. So in the supermarket, you may get things that are not in season. They're shipped from a long way away. If you go to your local farmer's market, you're going to find everything's in season. It's all been harvested that week. And so I'd like to do like a survey around the market and just see what's looking good. And I think part of Root to Leaf is sort of encouraging people to not go with a grocery list, but instead respond to what's available and then make dinner from there. And so just get what looks good and then go home and figure it out. It's easy to make vegetables taste good.
So let the vegetables shine and let them dictate your menu.
And I have a lot of tips and recipes that are simple and easy to follow, so that if you don't know what to do or where to start, it's a good eat-in for a home cook.
Awesome. All right, so you were pulling the strings off of some of the snaps.
Yeah, and now we're going to go ahead and get this recipe started. I just have a couple of things to chop up, and you can turn that on. So we're going to use scallions. You could also use green garlic, which is in season right now, and that's the early spring garlic that has the long green tops. You could use spring onions or scallions, which are always much more readily available. And in the Cooking Light recipe, it says to just use the green tops, but I don't like to waste, so I'm just going to throw all of this in there. There's no point in saving the whites for what reason? Where are they going to go? I'm going to throw them in here. All right, and then this is the Lucchini olive oil.
So when you're adding your olive oil to the pan, how do you know when it's ready to start sauteing? Are you looking for anything in particular?
So when the oil starts to get warm, it kind of gets like a shimmery quality to it, and that's what I look for. Just when it starts to kind of move around, that means it's heating up, and we're not going to go super hot on this, but we're going to punch it up just a little bit. I'm also going to chop up some fresh mint while we're waiting on that to heat up. And I think I'm going to go just a little bit more olive oil because this pan's wide. There we go. We'll just do a rough chop on the mint. We're going to throw it in at the last minute. And this is going to be a great top note against those peas. And that smells great. I love the combination of mint and chili and some kind of onion or garlic. It's very zingy. Okay, so we're going to throw these in here. Pan's nice and hot.
So that's the sound you're looking for?
Exactly. Just a little bit of kosher salt. You don't need much. If you don't want to pick up a pan, you could always do this. We're just going to warm these through a little bit, and then we'll add the rest of the ingredients.
And so I noticed you added the salt after you had added your snap peas and they were coated with the oil. That's so they get more evenly coated with the salt?
Yeah, and also just anytime you add something to a pan, you want to season it a little bit to bring out the flavors. And the salt and the heat together react to they actually turn the pea even more sweet. So we're going to add these chili flakes here. And then scallions. And I'm also going to put a little lemon zest. I'm just going to grate it straight into the pan. This is a wonderful way to add a lot of flavor. And the reason why we're doing just the zest and no juice is if you add the juice, it's going to turn the green peas brown. But the zest adds a nice lemon flavor without adding any acid.
So you're an upside down microplaner.
I am.
There are two kinds of people in this world.
I know, I always notice that. I like it upside down. Well, I can see what I'm doing if I turn it upside down.
You see how much you're getting out? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. So pretty classic flavor profile. Peas, mint, lemon, and chili.
I've already turned the pan off. And I'm just stirring in this mint just to release the flavor. And I hear a timer going off. I have another olive oil recipe going right now. It's in the oven.
Magic. So what do you have here?
This is an olive oil cake. So you can use olive oil for desserts too. And it's citrus, extra virgin olive oil. I use the California Olive Ranch. It's got a little sherry and semolina and wheat flour, eggs. It's real simple. A lot of olive oil flavor in it. It's going to be really good.
And how do you tell when your cake's done?
So this is a pretty moist batter. So once it's set in the middle for this particular cake and a little darker around the edges, that's when you know it's ready. And I had a timer on it the whole time, so I've been keeping my eye on it.
Cool. All right, so back to the peas. You've got this simple sauteed snap pea with mint and chili.
Yeah, we're gonna just turn it out to a bowl. I think we should try it.
And what would you serve this with tonight?
Gosh, you could serve it with a roast chicken. You could make a little pasta dish. It would be great with like a little carbonara. It would be nice. You could just have it on its own as a snack. This is probably really good cold. You just let it sit in the fridge and you can eat it as a snack later. I'm gonna try one now.
That's awesome.
You can really taste the olive oil. I love the lemon zest.
All right, so we're going to link to the recipe in the comments. You can also find it in the May issue of Cooking Light. Chef Stephen Satterfield from Miller Union in Atlanta, one of the best restaurants in the country, the ultimate seasonal chef, who also published an awesome cookbook called Root to Leaf. Go out and get the book if you don't have it.
We like stems too.
We like stems.
We don't
like
discriminate
leaves.
against
We
stems.
like roots. We want to see you at the farmer's market on Saturday. This is the ultimate way to cook snap peas. Stephen Satterfield. Thank you.